Hello, welcome to another vlog. This one I think is gonna be, I'm trying out like being a little bit more chill and just kind of making it like a crochet with me versus like the vlog isn't over until I finish all the projects, because last time I did that, that sort of like burnt me out on crocheting in general for a while, which luckily that has been reignited. I've got a ton of projects I'm working on. I've been filming a bunch. I'm gonna be putting out more videos than usual per month this summer, like I did last summer, which I love, so that's very exciting. This video, the things I'm working on now, I'm actually trying to get better. Well, I'm trying to like pattern draft some more stuff. I guess technically I do that a lot for myself and for the tutorials I do, but I'm toying with the idea of trying to like sell some patterns like on Etsy. I have tried selling crochet things on Etsy before, and it's never been something that I wanted to be like a full-time business, so there's a limit to the effort I'm willing to put in, but also I just haven't had a lot of luck with like selling blankets and things that cost more, that take a lot more time, that kind of thing. So I'm toying with that idea, but if you've seen any of my other content, I've discussed probably quite a bit how I'm really bad with reading patterns. So I want to get better with that to help me also get better at writing them. So what I'm working on now, this is going to be a pair of shorts. Doesn't look like it at all yet, but if this works out the way I'm hoping, I have an idea of how to tweak it slightly so that there will be a couple versions. I don't know if this would be a written pattern or a video tutorial, I'm not sure. So I'm working with this. I also recently, I've been watching a ton more like crocheting content on YouTube, like not just the usual people I watch, but I've also sort of branched out with yarn again. I got into the habit for some reason of pretty much just always going to Hobby Lobby, and I do like their yarn, but like the Joann we have here is small and most things are out of stock, but it's like I can go at least feel some of the yarn, and then if they don't have the color I want, I can buy it online. We don't have a Michaels here, but I kind of remember what was up with Michaels from when I used to shop there, and I've been experimenting a little bit with some of the online yarn sites, but this is new to me. It's the Beret lattice yarn from Joann, and I don't know if you'll even be able to see, but like there's like different colors like twisted inside of it, and it is so soft, and it was on sale and I knew I had to buy it, and I didn't even know what I wanted with it, and I was like, I think this could be really cool shorts. If these work out, I'm thinking about making a t-shirt and having like a little matching set. I think that'd be so cute. So that's that. I'm working on another top that I don't know if it's like a muscle tee. I don't know if it will be patterned or not. I'm getting more accepting of cotton yarn. I'm trying out different brands because I want to see if they all suck in the wash, which is why I don't like to use cotton. But I'm trying out the Lily Sugar and Cream, and I'm drafting a top. I have a couple ideas for some like really cute summer tops that I think would make good patterns to sell. I've also got some other sort of like bits I'm working on, so I need to go to a couple of yarn stores next week. We have a local yarn store now that is really exciting, but she sells a lot of, she doesn't hand dye it herself, but she sells a lot of hand dyed yarn that is beautiful but really expensive. But there's one color I can't stop thinking about that I want to make a hat for myself out of, so I might take you guys with me next week to go check that out. She also, I feel like I need to spread the word, because if you have a local yarn store in your area that doesn't do this, you should bring this idea up. She started, man, I always forget what she calls it, a fibrary? Yeah. Like those lending libraries where it's like free books and you take a book, leave a book. She does that with yarn, and she has a shelf where you can just like, people come in and donate stuff. So I brought like 4 or 5 cakes the other day, and then I took a couple things. Somebody had brought in some velvet, which I've been very into the velvet yarn recently. I sort of like just discovered it, and I want to, not this thick, I want to get a thinner weight, but I really want to make like some sort of like crushed velvet top. I've been saving a lot of, they're mostly YouTube pattern tutorials, not actually following a written pattern, but I saved some patterns for, I want to get better at doing like top down, like raglan sleeve stuff. So any patterns I end up using, I will put the links to kind of show you how those are going. I also got this really weird, I think kind of like vintage, like nylon stuff that I don't really know what I'm going to do with, but I figured I would try it out. And then I was so excited because I find wool incredibly itchy, but she had these Knit Picks superwash wool that don't like really feel itchy at all. And so I was like, this is free, I can try it out, and then if I don't like it, I could always like wind it up and bring it back. I also did finally get a yarn winder, and I've spent like a bunch of nights this week making yarn cakes. I've held off on getting one for so long because I find making a yarn ball really like meditative and methodical. Well, guess what? This is too, and it doesn't make your hands hurt. So yeah, I have now a ton of little yarn cakes, and my boyfriend came with me to buy some yarn at Walmart. I'm trying to like rediscover Walmart yarn, and they had this little tiny one, and he was like, it's like a yarn cupcake. And I thought that was the cutest thing I've ever heard. So I'm gonna start calling these tiny ones yarn cupcakes instead of yarn cakes. But anyway, so I'm talking way longer than I expected to introduce this video. Hi, crochet with me while I do some things this week. Hello, it is quite late. Quite late. It feels like it. I've just been very tired today, but it's a little after 10. Same evening. I have just been working a little bit on this top. It doesn't really look like it yet. And writing things down to help me plan a little bit. I've gotten to a point where I have so many projects happening that I can't keep them all straight. So no charming little illustrations like I do sometimes, but I just thought I would share. I'm certainly not gonna finish all these in this video, but these are some things you might see me working on. This is as far as I got on the shorts before I ran out of yarn. I went ahead and did the waistband because I wanted to make sure that I liked the look. I realized I wasn't gonna have enough to start working on the legs. I'm trying to make these a little bit more like an oversized short instead of, I've made shorts in the past that are a little more fitted, so this is gonna take a little bit more yarn. This is so soft, and I'm kind of cold right now, and I sort of just want to like slip it over my arms like a little cape. But yeah, so that's where I am with these. I have a coupon from Joann, so I'm probably in the next couple of days gonna order a little bit of yarn for pickup. As far as tutorials that I want to follow, like I was talking about earlier, I want to make like a burgundy, just sort of like raglan t-shirt. I've made a couple of raglan tops following tutorials before, and it took like a couple tries, so I want to get better with that. And the sort of like maroon like knit short sleeve top that I have from the thrift store doesn't quite fit me right, so I thought it would be fun to try to make one. I found this tutorial, I'll put all of these in links below, but also like just show pictures for this beautiful looking like corset top. And I've not shut up about it probably in any of these clips that how much I've been into velvet yarn. This is a little bulky. I'm gonna get a thinner weight, but I think it would be so pretty to do like this corset top in velvet. I don't know what color I want to use yet, so I will have to figure that out at the yarn store. And then even though it's not really hat season anymore, I was looking online for a long time for like a gray beret, and I realized the other day that it would be really cool to make one, so I'm gonna follow a tutorial for that. It's a very long list of projects that I have going right now, so like I said, you're gonna see me probably working on bits and pieces of all of them while I film this probably over the next week, but that's all for tonight. I'm really tired, so I'm probably gonna work on this top for just a little bit more while I watch some TV and then go to bed, so I will see you at a later date. I can't believe I forgot one. The muscle tee that I mentioned earlier, that I'm working on that too. It's been a couple of days. I've got quite the sack full of yarn to show you, and I thought I would update you on some stuff I've been working on. I was really kind of like worn out this weekend, just chronic illness things. But yesterday, today's Monday, yesterday I spent pretty much most of the day watching TV and crocheting, and so I got a lot of work done. So the shorts are still in the same place. I got some more yarn for that today, so hopefully I'll be able to do some more work this week. Although it's like finals week at work, so I don't know how much I'm gonna get done this week. I might have to put some of this off till this weekend. This is, I didn't show you this last time, this is the top that I added in last minute that I had forgot about. I got some more yarn for this today too. I'm hoping it's gonna be kind of like a muscle tank type of thing. This was just some yarn I bought for something and then didn't end up using, so I actually already made one tank top that I just didn't like, and so now it's becoming something else, so hopefully this one I like. As far as what I did yesterday, I finished one side, this is like part of the back of this top, and then almost finished the entire other side. This is one of the ones that I'm sort of like prototyping to try to make a pattern for, a tutorial. I haven't really decided yet. Then as far as what I got today, cream savers, because I loved these when I was a kid and I didn't know that they made them anymore. From Joanne I got the orange for the shorts, and then I had a coupon and the yarn was on sale, so hopefully one of these fell out because I ordered 2 of these, so I'll have to check the card for that. More of the blue and purple. I'm trying to go quick because my battery's dying. I got these for the raglan top I want to do. This sort of purpley gray for the beret. And then this is the color of velvet I decided on because I already have some of this, and so I figured I might as well use this for that like corset top. So I'll probably do some work tonight. I'll update you a little later. Good morning. It is Tuesday. Progress update. I did finish this top last night. I have not woven in the ends yet, but I'm happy with how this one turned out. And I was going to start trying to do a variation on it. I think if I make a pattern for this, I want to try to do like 2 variations of it. And I wanted to use this stuff, which I got from Destashify. I'm gonna have a video coming out about that later, but I didn't realize that this is a 4 weight, yeah, like number 4 yarn that I used for that, and this is 3. So I started it, but this is like gonna be too small, and I don't think there's enough of this to make that same top. So I'm probably gonna take this out. I did find a similar yarn to this the other day because I think this is so pretty. So I will probably go back to the craft store later this week and get that. But what I think I'm gonna do with this, I only ever learned to make like bra cups like this, but I've never made a top where you like turn them sideways. So I think I'm gonna take this out and do something with this where I try a sideways cup. So I'll probably work on that today, and probably work on the shorts some more too. Okay, so this is the top that I did with the Destashify yarn. I actually think it turned out so cute. I love to just like in the summer, I would like wear this around the house, and then if I was gonna go out, I would like throw like a nice oversized like short sleeve button down or something and just like do some of the buttons. The cups are definitely a little big, but I think I can make the straps tighter. And yeah, I still have quite a bit left, so this actually turned out really cool. I was holding it up to myself, but I didn't actually try it on at all until just now, so I was gambling a little bit, but I really like it. Alright, I just got back from work. I thought I would show you. The clip I took earlier was in the little, it's like a little seating area we have downtown near the local yarn / crochet store. I thought I would show you the hank that I got. That was really stupid of me. I'm still sort of like new to the world of like hand-dyed yarns and like fancier yarns. I'm definitely like a budget yarn girly. This is superwash merino, which I talk about how I don't like wool, but this actually feels like really soft, so I just was obsessed with the color. It was great because I'm starting to get to know the woman who owns the store a little bit, and so I told her that when I was there last week I like couldn't stop thinking about this color. It's called Toil and Trouble. I don't know if I can get it to focus on this and not me, but it's this like sort of olivey green and black. Why are you focusing over here? Okay, whatever. I think you get the picture. I'm going to attempt to wind this into a cake. I don't know if I've said this in this video yet, but I just got a yarn winder like a week ago, and I do not have a Swift. I don't like a lot of things like cluttering up my space. I know it doesn't look like that, but tools that are kind of big that I'm not going to use that often, I don't like. So the last hank that I tried to wind got knotted up, and it ended up taking like probably close to an hour. So I am going to see if I can figure out a way to more efficiently wind this up. We'll see how that goes. Realize, but this is from Black Cat Fibers, and they have a website, so you can check out their other yarn. I probably will not get to this project this like weekend while I'm filming this, but I do want to do it soon, so I will probably whip this up into a beanie and stick a photo in here so that you can see it at least. Last night I did work on the shorts a little bit more after I finished this top, but it is finals week and I am grading to the high heavens, so I haven't been able to do as much work as I would like in the last couple days. So I'm hoping in the next couple of days, as things start to wind down, that I can get a little bit more done. I like just put a piece of hard candy in my mouth and realized that that was silly when I was coming up here to film. So it's been a couple of days. Yeah. I'm sure I've already said this, but this week has been nuts with the end of this semester. But we had graduation today, so I am done for a few weeks until I start teaching online for the summer, so I can just crochet as much as I want. So I finished mostly the shorts. They look better from this angle because the crotch isn't all bunched up, but I'm not gonna try them on for you yet because I decided to make pockets to put on the front. That's not a very good picture, but it's just because they're high-waisted, like, they look better on, but it's just like, it's just so plain. So I just thought the pockets would be cute. So I will probably do that tomorrow. I did make some more progress on the color block top that I'm working on, but I feel like working on something new. So I'm going to start this and start working on that beret tutorial. Okay, so it's been about an hour. I've got some work done on the beret. I think I finally got the hang of the pattern, and it's actually pretty cool because I'm learning some new things. That's something that I love about a hobby like this, is there's always new things to learn. So I didn't know that you could do a front and back post stitch around the same stitch and have it do anything, but that's what this pattern is. So it's a little after 8. I'm probably gonna go make some dinner in a bit and then probably just like work on this for the rest of the night. Oh, I also would like to insert a hot take into this. I just got this. It's a Clover Amore hook, which I know like everybody loves these, and I got it from my local yarn store, which I'm very happy to like support a local business owner, and it is very comfortable, but I think I picked most of it off. But the rubberiness, you're never gonna be able to see it. I don't know why I'm trying to show you. It like collects little pieces of fiber, and this is just like acrylic yarn, so it's not that bad. But I tried this out for the first time, I can't remember with what, the other day. I think it might have been some of the cotton, and it was so bad. And I can't stand that. I don't know, like, I don't know. It's very comfortable, but I will not buy one of these again because I can't stand having all the little fibers just collecting on it while I'm working and then having to pick them off. So yeah, there's my hot take. I don't like these for that reason alone, but it is, again, very comfortable to hold. So yeah, I'm gonna probably keep working on this for the rest of the night, and I will see you tomorrow. Hello, so it's Sunday, and I made a lot of progress on the beret. There was definitely, I like messed something up here and started to correct it. It's very pretty, but I think I'm gonna pull it out and do a more simplistic one. This skein of yarn is almost gone, and I don't think I'm gonna have enough to finish, which I really wanted this to be a one skein project, and like, it's really heavy and it's really, really thick. And I just like, I wear hats in the winter, but like, I don't know, I feel like my head gets warm fast, and I like, the other beret I have is wool, but it's like, I bought it, and so it's like a thinner wool, and like I can get away with wearing it like in the fall or for short periods in the spring, and I want a more like all year round kind of beret. And I don't think I showed you guys this, but I got some of these like giant safety pins, and this is like a bow that I had that I kind of wanted to like attach and then put it like on the brim of a beret. So let's play pretend here. So this is the beret on my head, and it would be like this. That was an excellent visual. But yeah, I don't know if this is like too much happening. So this pattern is great. It was very easy to follow. I'm gonna link both the tutorials I followed because I thought this was a great tutorial. So this is just not right for what I want right now, but I did still really like it. So the other one I'm gonna do is just gonna be like single crochets in the round. I'm still following a tutorial for that, so I will put them both below. But so I'm gonna be working on that today, and then I'm gonna weave in my ends on things. I always do this, like not only do I not do it right away at the end of a project, but I will wait until I have a few. I will probably at some point soon try this on, and then I'm also going to attach the pockets to the shorts. I think I'm just gonna sew these on with thread. So that's what we're doing for now, and then I'll probably get started on the new beret in a little bit. Okay, so I've got all the ends woven in. Also made a giant cake with that entire skein from the beret. These actually don't look as bad together as I thought they would, although I would probably not wear them together. So this is this top. This is my first time using the Lily Sugar and Cream cotton, so it's definitely like a little stiff, but I think like after I wear it a bit and like wash it, that'll kind of loosen up. It's definitely a little snug in the pits, but I think it's all right. Yeah, I like the way this turned out. And these are the shorts. I definitely, you can kind of tell I increased a little too much on this side, like this hip is a little poofier, but that's all right. And then I think the pockets turned out really cute. It's just like, it breaks up the surface a little bit, but these probably could also benefit from a drawstring, but I just didn't feel like doing that. So they're very comfortable. They're just like, I wanted to try like a little bit of a baggier short. Look, a beret. Would now be a good time to tell you that I still am not 100% sure how to wear these. It even has the little nub. Yeah, I have one that I have successfully worn before, but every time I put it on to try to wear it out of the house, that's not terrible. This might look stupid. I don't know. Well, I don't know, it might be cute. I'll have to mess around with it. Yeah, so this, it turned out really cute. I am really happy with it. I will not be linking the tutorial that I used. I now have to like rewind the rest of this, because I don't want to put the person who made the tutorial on blast. but that was the worst tutorial slash pattern I've ever followed. Um, it was a really short video, which I'm guessing is why it has a ton of views, but the video was like, oh yeah, we're doing this easy, basic beret pattern, and she gets you through like row 3, and then it just cuts and she's like, okay, so now I'm at row 20, and I was like, oh, okay, am I just supposed to repeat what I did for row 3 until I get to row 20? But like, at row 3, you were still increasing by putting 2 stitches in every single stitch, so that would not have worked. So I went to the comments and they were like, oh, like she has the written pattern linked in the description, and that's way more helpful. And I was like, all right. It was not. It was like, she took you through all the details of each step of the pattern. She's like, okay, here's what I did. And it was like row 1, row 2, like you would see a pattern. So I start following that. And then she's like, but when you do it like this, it turns out like a hexagon and not a circle. So instead I did this. And I was like, oh, okay, so I'm supposed to do this. And then she was like, but then I still wasn't happy. So then I decided to do this. And okay, now we can start. And I was like, well, why did you include all that other stuff? And it was very hard to follow. Luckily I kind of figured out like what we were doing. So I sort of just looked at her photos and like counted how many stitches it should be around at the end, and just like did some math and figured out like how many increases per row I needed to do to get there. And then the decreasing was like a little easier to follow, but yeah, it was bad. So if you want to make a beret, go for that first pattern I found, or I guess you'll have to find one on your own. But I am happy with the result. I don't know if you can see the back a little bit better like that, but I think it's going to be very cute for like fall and winter, whether I put the safety pin thing on it or not. But I like the, my other one is like a black one that has like big spikes all over it, which I love, but like that's a very specific vibe. And I feel like this goes with a lot more things. So I'm pretty happy with the work that I've done this week. It might be a little over a week at this point. I'm just winding this into a ball because I don't feel like getting the winder back out. But I think I am gonna go ahead and end it here, just because I have so many projects I'm working on that I could make this vlog literally last forever. But like I said, there's a couple of projects that I mentioned that I would throw some photos of in, just because you've seen me working on them a little bit. So I will do that. But thank you so much for hanging out with me while I crocheted this week. I hope you enjoyed watching it. You can check out my other crochet vlogs or my crochet tutorials, which I hope make more sense than the one that I watched today. If you like this video and you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. I post videos 2 to 3 times a month. This summer I think I'm doing like 4 a month because I've been very creatively inspired lately, which is very exciting. I do make other things besides crochet content. If you want to check that out, you of course are welcome to. I would appreciate any involvement or interaction at all. Thank you so much for watching this one, and I'll see you next time.